like to go press play for me? Okay, here we go. This is it. I'll have the volume down. Alright, let's do this. Go ahead. There is a wall between hate and understanding. There is a wall between the things we love and the things that we can't stand. There is a wall between the things we say and the things that we are thinking. This wall must be torn down. But sadly, it won't. You see, we have all built walls in our lives. Not physical walls like this, but walls built in our head that separate us between the things we like and the things that we choose not to like. Each brick in the wall represents a reason for its construction. Let's say you don't like me. You put me down, you hate me, you insult me. You are just the biggest piece of crap to me. You're such a jerk. I build a wall between me and you. Each brick represents something mean you do to me. It represents something bad you do to me. If you, like one day you trip me and I fall down on my face, I add more bricks to the wall. The thing about walls, though, is that they represent stubbornness and ignorance. For example, I can abuse the power of building the wall so much that I do something bad. But deep down in my subconscious, I don't want to believe that it was my fault, to believe that I was guilty. So, I blame you. Add more bricks to the wall. But the question remains, how would one complete the wall? Well, you'd probably have to do something completely unforgivable, something awful to me, to where I completely isolate myself from you. To me, the most unforgivable thing to do to anyone in anyone's life is adultery, to cheat on someone. Everyone give a round of applause for my friend Trevor. As I was saying, adultery, to win someone's heart and set it on fire. That's the most unforgivable thing to ever do to anyone, in my opinion. That's cool. But that's just to me. When it comes to you, the most unforgivable thing may be something different. But whatever happens, whoever does anything so awful to you, no matter if it's someone you love, someone you hate, someone you barely even know, if someone ever does anything unforgivable to you, we feel lost. We feel completely confused, and we feel completely mad, sad. Every emotion is racing through our heads, and we feel as if we're naked, floating through space. And in the end, before we complete the wall, the one thing going in our minds is, what shall we do now? What shall we use to fill thy empty spaces? The way set out across this sea. We already know what to do. There's only one little space left. It's time for the last brick. The final brick in the wall that will separate you and me. Goodbye.
Goodbye, cruel world. I'm leaving you today. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
But what now? At first, you're probably happy. You are relieved to know that whatever was hurting you before will never hurt you again with this barricade between you and them. You can relax. You can breathe. But then after a while, you start to realize that something is wrong. Do you know what it's like to feel alone? I mean, completely alone.
Is there anybody out there?
Helpless, alienated, isolated. As you can see, I am completely alone behind this wall. I think it keeps me protected from the quote-unquote enemies, but I'm mistaken.
Is there anybody out there?
Once the wall is up, it's not the enemy out there that's the danger. It's the enemy within yourself.
Is there anybody out there?
Complete and utter madness. Facts made up to support your own conclusions. Opinions based on biased assumptions. Stubborn ignorance. These are the very creations of the wall. The longer you hate something or someone, the more you hate them for no particular reason. But it's not the wall in here that you need to worry about. This wall is merely providing an example of the walls that exist out there. The walls that are tearing this world apart. An obvious wall is the wall between the Republican Party.
The radicals of the left, many of whom now work or meet at the White House, and I will continue to expose them in the coming days.
And the Democratic Party.
Republicans lie. They want to see you dead.
There's also a wall between religions and walls between what major corporations want you to think and what we think that we know about them. And of course, the walls between the bright side of our heroes and the dark side that we cannot see. And the wall between what the American people only want and what's really right. And we realize there was a wall between hate and understanding. There was a wall between the things we say and the things that we are thinking. There was a wall between reward and punishment. These walls must be torn down. So I say, my friends, it is time to tear down the wall! That's not supposed to happen. That's depressing. Oh well. Some people say that the human race will never, ever, ever have world peace. That the human race will never, ever get along. And that we will constantly have war, and that it is in our nature to have conflict. It is in our nature to build walls. I disagree. We are a young species. You see, we just now obtained new technology like the internet and television to connect everyone on the planet. And since the dawn of time, we have all had a voice. And for the first time in history, we can use our voices combined to tear down the wall. But many people say that I'm crazy for thinking about this and that. Well, I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I mean, as a great man once said, you may say I'm a jerk, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. A little out of tune, but thank you. Tear down the wall between us and them, and we shall have peace. That is my motto. Thank you.
Outstanding.
Glad for whoever's going next.
I know. Yeah.